what Woje is we deal with 3 specific issues of the geographically limited company. And it's funny because some of my mentors said, okay, most companies, most small companies, the underdogs are going after 1 Goliath. And we're actually going after 3. So we're pushing the envelope quite a bit. The 3 questions that we're going to go over, you're going to have questions as I go along. Just bear with me, okay? So do you want to know what the one thing is that you failed to do just once to eliminate collections forever? There is one event, one thing that you could have done at the beginning of your business, if you're a small geographically limited company, that would have made it so you eliminated collections completely. We have a case study. Okay, the screen looks different down here. I didn't realize that. Case study, 22 years, no collections. Next one. Do you want to know what the one thing is that you failed to do, which would have eliminated the more significant portion of your merchant fees? Now, I've been around, as you can tell by the gray hair, I've been around since before merchant fees. So understanding the process of how merchant fees came into existence, understanding the process and its real purpose, made me realize that I wanted to find other solutions besides that. So here is the case study on it. 632,000, this is just a portion of it. 632,000. Merchant fees, 18,900. That's not how much the merchant fees were. Total merchant fees, $897. Do you want to know what is the one thing you can do to kick credit cards to the curb and keep the interest yourself? Case study. 632,000, like we said. Of that, the interest, $22,000. The interest-bearing asset that still exists, $17,500. And if you notice, it says there's a disclaimer. The reason why is because it's interest. It always grows. So the asset, the 17,000, is actually more today than it was before, along with the interest. So there are 3 strategies to be able to accomplish these things, these 3 things that need to be put into small businesses. And what we want to do in Woje is we want to teach as many small businesses as we can for free, and then set them up on our launch, our beta test launch. The beta test is actually live. So the beta test is live. So we're just finished with the software, other than a little tweaking, correct? Okay, so there's just a little tweaking left to be able to finish it up to where we can go live with the software. The software will make it so that small businesses will be able to do the exact same thing that you saw in that case study. And just so you know, you're probably going to have questions about that. That case study is actually me. So this is my experience throughout my life as a small business. Along with that, we have quite a few other businesses that are on here. So our launch is July 16th. We're hoping to bring on as many small businesses as we can. Our goal is 2,000. And like I said, we plan on teaching them all of the information that they need to accomplish the exact same thing before setting them up on the new software, and then teaching them about the new software and how to run it and how easy it is to be able to do this process. All they have to do is sign up on wojemoney.com, and once they're in, then when the beta test launch party happens, we'll go, hurrah, okay, now it's time to get to work and teach them all. What we need is, we need small businesses, geographically limited by their customers or their clients. So if you look at it, that means that they're not subscription-based, first off. They are not online. These are auto repairs company, that an auto repair company does auto repair for customers within their city. The person in Utah is not going to do auto repair for someone in New York. It's just impossibility. That's the criteria that fits this process the best. It doesn't matter if they're service-based or product-based. It doesn't matter if they have a high profit margin or low profit margin. We actually have figured out a way to do it across the board with all of them. What we've seen from our existing clients is that if they have a product or service that is $300 or more, we're able to figure out a way for them to be able to do this process within their business that's unique for their business. This is a list of some of them that are already within the company that were on our old PC software that I built years ago when I was testing and validating the company and what it could do for what kind of people. I had tested out myself with all sorts of stuff. It started out, I own a little sign company. I did, of course I financed and did this process with signs, but then I was like, hey, you know what? I wonder if this will work with other things. And I was only doing it for myself. And so I did furniture, I did equipment, I did training, I did trees, I did LED lighting, just anything and everything to figure out if it would work, and it worked every time with them. So this list is those that were either in the system right now or we're talking to because they would like to, integrate it with software, the new stuff with software. And then this is a list of some that we know that it will work with, but are not within the system yet. So I'm excited about trying these out. And if you notice, it goes off the page on that side. The reason why is because we keep coming up with new businesses that could actually work. In fact, someone said, hey, you know what, would this work with a quilt maker? And I was like, yeah, it will. So do you see what I mean? It's constantly changing. And here's the main goal. So that if you look at these are all run-of-the-mill, blue collar, do you know what I mean? They're just hard workers, and they need to try and get ahead. And they're losing it because they don't know how to capture this extra money. And our goal is to help them be able to capture that.